Experimental occultist and gay filmmaker Kenneth Anger is renowned for his highly textured, kaleidoscopic arthouse short films, exploring the occult, the homoerotic, and spirituality, providing a foundation of great films which influenced directors from David Lynch to John Waters. Due to Kenneth Anger's fascination for a mixture of the homoerotic and the surreal, Fireworks is Kenneth Anger's short film from 1949, pioneering queer representation by focusing the film on a young man, played by Kenneth Anger himself, readying himself for a night out to a bar, meeting a muscular sailor before being harassed by a large group of sailors equipped with weapons, who then proceed to abuse, assault and violate the young man, who then wakes up the next morning with another man in his bed. Kenneth Anger's focus is on a gay man's search for a one-night stand, which leads to harassment, discrimination, and the gory violation of his body due to his sexuality. For a film in 1949 to take such a progressive, challenging, confrontational approach to portraying homosexuality and the inevitable bigotry experienced by the LGBTQ+ community demonstrates Kenneth Anger's foresight as a filmmaker, likely finding inspiration from his own experiences as a gay man. As many gay people have experienced homophobia in one form or another, Kenneth Anger depicts the ugliness and brutality of such irrational fury towards another man's sexuality, leading to the young gay man being brutally assaulted, sputtering, coughing blood, and being torn apart. The extreme depiction of violence, especially shocking considering the time in which Fireworks was directed, where such gory effects were not so commonplace in cinema, illustrates the ugliness and brutality of discrimination. To hate another person due to a trait which they have no choice over illustrates the ugliness and brutality of discrimination. The brutality of Fireworks, while focusing on gay representation, can also be universal and applicable to other forms of discrimination, for example racism, sexism, transphobia, and biphobia, all forms of discrimination aimed at belittling and intimidating people for something which is purely natural, such as their race, sexuality, or identity. The assault depicted in Fireworks is not likely a literal depiction of violence, but rather an analogy for the judgment aimed towards gay men and the LGBTQ+ community as a whole for being themselves. The young gay man at the end of Fireworks, in a more optimistic turn, is depicted in bed with another man, implying they attained a sexual intimacy despite the stigma around homosexuality back in the 1940s. After searching for it, the young gay man found a sense of solidarity. The analogy of violence in Fireworks is a portrayal of intolerance, and yet this young gay man manages to find and connect with another gay man, achieving intimacy in the face of discrimination. By overcoming the obstacle of violence, the stigma aimed towards LGBTQ+ people, these two young gay men achieve something beautiful, illustrating the powerful statement that love will conquer hate to be true. In conclusion, Kenneth Anger's Fireworks is a trailblazer for LGBTQ+ cinema, being such an early depiction of homosexuality and portraying its young gay lead as a vulnerable person searching for solidarity in the form of a one-night stand. Fireworks manages to brilliantly depict homosexuality respectfully, while also demonstrating the extent to which discrimination can tarnish matters in its attempts to further the pressure of a stigma. In a progressive moment of solidarity, Fireworks seems to end on an optimistic note that no matter how often LGBTQ+ people may be discriminated against, queer love will find its way through the hate.